Aloha, I'm Maya Ananda, and I'm bringing you wisdom from Gentle Feather Institute here on the big island of Hawaii. And I'm coming to you today from a space of authenticity, of rawness. One of my beloved patients passed on this morning, and it was very unexpected. Very unexpected. In fact, I was getting ready to go visit her and looking forward to the visit and her spark and sparkle and wit. And then it was gone. Gone. She's gone. And in that just moment of shock, how can this be? How can this be? And we sit with that moment, that moment of trauma, of realization that the life we thought that would continue, the routine that we thought would continue, that sharing of energy of your beloved, of this beautiful person is just gone. And we sit with that. And it's not easy. It's not easy because we think of the what ifs, we think of all of that beautiful moments we assumed were ahead of us, assumed that we could share, the tomorrows and the adventures and the exchange of words and energy and conversation. We assume it will be there day after day. But that is not the reality, is it? And it is in these moments that people run. They run for the hills. Because it's overwhelming. And I understand it can be overwhelming. But running and hiding from grief, from death, from loss, doesn't make it go away, does it? Doesn't make it go away. So we really need to do better with learning to process our own emotions, learning how to treat death and dying with dignity, with honor, with respect, with ceremony. Not treating the person like we can't touch them. We don't want to get near them because death is catching. It's not catching. We all have it. We don't have to catch it. But it's the honoring of grief. I reached out to this person's partner and I sat with them in that space of loss. And I said to them, sometimes there's no words, is there? There just aren't any words to fully express that feeling of loss, of longing, of sorrow, grief. So we just sat together and cried. And then you share stories. I'll miss this and I'll miss that. And we did that exchange. And when we were finished together and there was an ending, I sat in my garden behind me and just honored this person whose light has not been diminished, just has exited this plane and gone home. Honored this person for the joy they brought me, and the lessons this person taught me. Because it is by sitting with the dying, it's by sitting with those who have so much to tell that we learn how to live better, how to live more fully. So again, I share with you from this space of raw grief to not run away. Not run away. Embrace it. Now, for those of you who are new to grief or grieving your own loss of your own beloved, I urge you just to sit with it, to be with it. I've shared before that grief is a dual path. It's a dual journey. It's that journey within where we journey to those dark spaces we don't want to go. We journey to that live barbed wire that we have to touch, we have to grab in order for that emotion to pass. In order to go through that journey, we have to travel within. And once we travel within and grab that live wire and absorb that energy and sit with it, it's then that we can use that to transform ourselves and to move forward. The second path is connection. It's reaching out and being with others who get it, who also are grabbing on to that barbed wire, that live wire within us, and saying, wow. So by connecting to those other beings, those beautiful beings of light, our own healing journey, our own grieving journey can continue. So that is what we bring you here at Gentle Feather. We bring you realness. We bring you the journey of grief. And we bring you connection to those who are journeying with you. We bring you understanding and compassion and wisdom. We cannot continue to run away from those who are sitting in grief and say, that pain is too much. We cannot. And we cannot continue running away from death, thinking that by doing this, it will not exist. Because I guarantee each and every person, each and every one of your beautiful selves will one day reach your last breath. And I don't share this to be morbid or fatalistic or all of the other words that are simply tossed at me. I bring it for realness. Because if we can begin to truly honor dying and death, then we truly are free and we truly can live. Now my thoughts today were, I didn't know last week when I shared space with this person that it would be the last time I'd see them. Would I have done anything different? Would I have savored the visit any more? And this is where our mind goes. And we have to move beyond that to the space of it is all as it's meant to be. That being said, live fully. Live more in the present moment. Because we don't know when that time we share with that beloved, with that special person will be the last, do we? And again, as much as we'd like to pretend that every day brings another tomorrow and another tomorrow, in many cases, it just does not. So that is constantly my message to me, to live more fully, to embrace each moment we have, each family that I work with in my hospice work, to be just fully 100% present, to honoring their journey, honoring their light and their breath and the wisdom they bring me. I go into each visit in the beginning saying, I am here to learn from you and I am honored to be here. And there are people, sometimes, and then others get it because they're at that space. They're at that space dealing with their own mortality, dealing with the end of their lives, and they're going through their lessons. And I say to them, I see you for the being that you are. I don't see disease. I don't see, all of the medical terms thrown at them. I see the person that you are. This is just a phase. This is a part of your journey. So I honor today the soul that has been set free and has gone home. I have so enjoyed spending time with you. And I honor grief in its transformational process, in all of the learning that it brings us, and those of us who can begin this journey or are in this journey, the wisdom that we can share with the world. Because I sit in grief, because I'm sharing it with you does not mean I have 5 heads, is the look I often get. It just means, like so many of us, I have loved and lost. And now I'm sitting in that grief, that loss. So again, I honor you, beautiful person who touched my life. I hope I have touched yours. And I wish you well on your journey home. May the lessons be big. May the lessons be beautiful and great. And may your light shine eternally. So shall it be. Thank you. I'm Maya Ananda, and this is Wisdom from Gentle Feather Institute here on the big island of Hawaii. Thank you for watching.